Hello again. Welcome to week 6 of medical record auditing. First of all, my apologies for the problems with the EHR Go. I've extended the due date on the week 5 assignment, and I will be working once again with ATC and EHR Go to ensure that week 6 is ready to go. One person has emailed me about the changes in the E&M guidelines, and they astutely noted that the guidelines are not current, and why would we then be using them? Well, great question. Unfortunately, there are not a whole lot of medical record auditing books, so I would like you to use the guidelines as per what they have in the book. The other thing to bear in mind is this medical record auditing is going to get increasingly more important. Now we have computerized and computer-assisted coding products from 3M, Epic, and others that are coming out and doing some of the actual diagnosis and CPT coding. This makes auditing even more important. So it's good to get into the weeds and understand why things are a consult as opposed to a referral. What's the difference between a new patient and an established patient? There are many, many issues involving auditing E&M services. And the discussion this week will get into some of the things about these computerized systems. In addition to medical practices using them, payers are also using them to downgrade different services and have a lower level of service code and therefore lower reimbursement to the medical offices. That's why it's good to get into the discipline of knowing what these guidelines are, the 95, 97 guidelines, what constitutes a chief complaint, and other things. I have a short YouTube video for those of you who are a little bit rusty on E&M. Personally, it's not my favorite area of coding, but it's here to stay, and we better all get used to it and get comfortable with it because it's not going to go away. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. Again, my apologies for some of the issues with the assignments. We're working to get these things taken care of as soon as possible, and we'll look forward to seeing you online. Also of note, on my email stationery, if you need to book an appointment with me, I'll have a link where you can go in and book an appointment for advising. Some of you have already received it and used it, but it will be in my email stationery, and I'll be posting it on the course as well. Anyway, thank you so much for being in the class and hanging in there as we move forward in medical record auditing. Bye now.